Using the scoreboard. I still don't think. Sister Wives Robyn Brown understands the negative effect she had on the OG3. Will she ever take any blame? Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Sister Wives Robyn Brown referenced that the OG3, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown, used a scoreboard during their plural marriage to Kody Brown. And it makes me think Robyn still isn't willing to take any blame for the negative effect she had on them. Kody married Mary, Janelle, and Christine in the early 90s, and the trio lived in what they thought was happy polygamy until Kody met, courted, and married Robyn in 2010. Robyn became Kody's fourth wife, and I watched her addition to the family throw everything off balance in the years to come. I believe Robyn's negative influence on Kody, the Brown family's dynamic, and her sister wives' trust was the catalyst to the family breaking down. In 2020, Christine left Kody and then Janelle left the following year. Mary, who had what I thought was the only genuine friendship with Robyn, stuck it out the longest, but ultimately left in early 2023. Since the OG3 left Kody, there have been a lot of accusations regarding who was responsible for the plural family breaking up, and I feel Robyn had the biggest effect on the OG3's decision to leave. While I saw Robyn's addition to the Brown family having potential to be a good thing for the family at first, I quickly realized it was a bag of worms. Robyn initially said she was excited to have sister wives and a community to raise her children from her first marriage, but it became obvious that she really just wanted Kody. Over the next 10 years, Robyn lived in the family, had biological children with Kody, and grew their bond. I felt she intrinsically pulled Kody away from his OG wives. It came as no surprise to me when the wives started exiting the family one by one. The COVID-19 pandemic was the impetus that drove the OG3 away. Kody spent an unfair majority of his time with Robyn and her kids, which I saw effectively as him choosing Robyn. Kody had excuses for the pandemic distance from his other wives, like believing some of his other kids were not following COVID protocol, but I felt Robyn had him in her clutches and neither wanted to separate so he could be with the other wives and maintain those relationships. The family as we know it no longer exists, Janelle relayed after she, Christine, and Mary left the family. Since Kody was left with only Robyn, whom he divorced Mary for, this left Kody and Robyn in monogamy. I've watched Robyn cry and carry on about how she doesn't understand how things got so bad and why the family couldn't make things work, and it's led me to believe that she really doesn't get her part in all the poor outcomes and feelings. During the first episode of the second part of Sister Wives Season 19 that recently premiered, the wives gave their takes during individual interviews on why their relationships didn't work out as sister wives and how the family as a whole crumbled as a result. I found Robyn's opinions on the matter to be very telling, as she said that the other wives used a scoreboard in relation to time spent with Kody. Robyn felt Mary, Janelle, and Christine kept track of Kody's time and attention, and that was a toxic way of behaving in a plural family. I see Robyn's standpoint as disillusioning because it's easy for her to say that keeping score was not good practice when she was the one taking up the majority of Kody's time. If Robyn really tracked her time spent with Kody versus what he gave the other wives, it would mean she would have to take accountability for not encouraging Kody to split his time fairly. In all the time I've seen Robyn on Sister Wives, I've seen that accountability is not her strong suit. Robyn stated in the second episode of the season that if there are no comparisons, then no one gets jealous. Her notion underscores her lack of understanding of her part in the OG3's resentment towards her and how she played a significant part in making them feel unwanted. There's a lot of insecurity just because there's so much sharing, Robyn stated. The other factor Robyn believes left the family in shambles was so little trust. But I think Robyn fails to realize that she fostered the lack of trust towards her from the other sister wives because she was actively taking her soulmate Kody for herself. If Robyn truly wanted the other wives to trust her, she would not have kissed Kody before marriage, for starters. And I feel like over the next decade, Robyn would have had better conversations with her sister wives to try and understand the things that weren't working and how they felt about her majority time with Kody. While I do believe trust was an issue in the Brown family, I think the mistrust only came once Robyn was around because the family lived together for more than 10 years before her without insurmountable issues. Robyn didn't give the OG3 an environment in which they could feel comfortable around her, and I saw it more as a competition with a scoreboard. As Sister Wives at season 19 unfolds, I wanted to believe Robyn could take accountability for how the OG3 feel about her bad influence on the family, but it's still not there. Robyn lacks awareness and victimizes herself. I think it's possible she doesn't have the capacity to come to terms with the damage she's done because of the severity of the situation. I don't see Robyn ever acknowledging her part in the OG3's bad blood with her, which speaks to the idea that she will never take blame and realize her role in the Brown family's demise.